They're not smarter than you. They're not stronger. They're not better equipped. But they're winning. Why? Because while you watch, they strike. While you prepare, they advance. While you wonder what could go wrong, they make sure you're too late to matter. You're being outpaced by enemies who should never have had a chance. And it's not because they're great. It's because you're slow. Too slow to act. Too slow to cut ties. Too slow to accept reality. You hesitate. You overthink. You try to be fair. And while you drown in mercy, they walk over you with intent. Let me say it plainly. Your enemies keep winning because you haven't learned how to dominate. You don't finish things. You don't take the fight to them. You react. You respond. I lead. I watched men lose everything because they waited for a better moment. Better timing, more signs, more guarantees. And by the time they moved, it was too late. The enemy was already inside the gates. I never waited. When a rival challenged me, I didn't send a letter. I sent a warning shot that cracked the silence like thunder. If I suspected disloyalty, I didn't beg for explanations. I watched. I gathered. Then I made my move so final it echoed across generations. That is why I ruled empires. And others told stories about the days they almost did. You're not being defeated because they're gifted. You're being defeated because you refuse to become dangerous. You still think the world is fair. That effort alone earns respect. That if you're a good person, life will reward you. I spit on that logic. Power bows to force, not favor. You want to stop your enemies? Then stop making room for them. Stop apologizing for being ambitious. Stop sharing your plans with people who do nothing but doubt them. Stop giving second chances to people who already showed you they're working against you. You keep your enemies alive with your indecision. You feed them with your fear. You give them the map when you should have sealed the gate. The enemy you tolerate becomes the enemy that topples you. I didn't win by hoping. I won by tracking, striking, dominating. You don't beat rivals with emotions. You beat them with strategy and finality. They win because you still care about their feelings. I win because I only care about the outcome. You want to be liked. I wanted to be remembered. Which one do you think lasts? Let me teach you what stops enemies cold. Speed, precision, ruthlessness. Not cruelty, ruthlessness. That means doing what must be done without hesitation. That means seeing a threat and removing it before it grows teeth. Some of you are being overtaken in your own life by weaker men, by lesser minds, by people with half your discipline, half your vision. Because you're too busy overthinking the next step while they're already walking. You give them time, and time is all they need to build their trap. Your silence is their strategy. Your delay is their momentum. Your forgiveness is their fuel, no more. You stop your enemies by outmoving them, by outlasting them, by outstrategizing them. This is not about rage. This is about control. You don't lash out. You plan. You prepare in silence. And when the time comes, you strike like a shadow with iron in your hand. Let me give you the doctrine. Do not match their pace. Set it. Do not answer their challenge. Replace it. Do not fear their strength. Make them fear your presence. When you move like that, they will start to retreat before the battle begins. Because fear travels faster than footsteps. You've been playing defense. You've been praying they don't come any closer. You've been negotiating with shadows. Stop. You must become the threat. You must become the one whose name is whispered in rooms you've never entered. The one whose silence makes enemies nervous. The one who doesn't react, redirects the game. You don't need revenge. You need a result. You don't need to prove them wrong. You need to leave them behind so completely they can't even see your back. And if they try to follow, let them find only dust and echoes. This world respects results. It respects force. It respects leaders who walk into uncertainty with decisions already made. Win with your moves, not your mouth. Every moment you spend wondering if you're being too harsh. They are preparing their next play. So make yours, because every day you stall is another inch they take, another seed they plant, another piece of your throne they chip away. Rise now. Act now. Claim your name now, because the only thing your enemies fear is the moment you finally stop explaining yourself and start building your reign. They win because you let them. End that today. And remember, legends are not remembered for their fairness. They're remembered for what they overcame. So rise and make your enemies regret ever stepping in your shadow. Build your empire, or be conquered.